back to Use It or Lose It, where I help you keep food out of the landfill and get every penny out of your food dollar. So today, I had a little bit of whipped cream cheese spread left, and it needs to go. So better to use it up before it gets all moldy and gross. And I also have some freeze package or vacuum sealed mushroom tortelloni. Does it have cheese? Yeah, with ricotta and provolone cheese. A bit past its sell-by date, so time to move that along. So because this is mushroom tortelloni, and yeah, I could just, throw tomato sauce on it or butter and eat it like that. But I decided to double down on the mushroom flavor because I have mushrooms that are starting to get a little bit slimy, so got to move those along too. So I've chopped up some mushroom. I'm waiting for my water to boil, but we can make our cream sauce. You know how I love using cream cheese to make easy cream sauce. So my mushrooms are kind of done enough. They smell very mushroomy. So now I'm going to add this little bit. It's probably about, a quarter of a cup of cream cheese. And, oops, I recently went on vacation and I had a little bit of goat cheese left. And so I put that one little tablespoon of goat cheese into my handy ice cube tray where I put my little bits of flavory stuff. So I pulled that out because in addition to the ricotta and Parmesan that's in the tortelloni, we're going to elevate this mushroomy cream sauce with some goat cheese. I think this is going to be great. So what's my favorite thing to use to thin out that cream cheese? A little white wine. Because that bit of acid helps when you have a cream sauce. You can also use lemon juice, but I thought white wine would definitely be the way to go with this. So I'm going to drop in my still frozen goat cheese cube, try and get that incorporated in here. I'm going to put that on low because it's getting a little too foamed up there. While we're waiting for our water to boil for those tortelloni, or tortellini actually, because they're little bitty ones. So while all of this stuff is happening, I'm going to cut away, and so when I come back, we'll be assembling our tortellini with mushroom goat cheese sauce, so stay tuned. Okay, well, our tortellini have finished cooking. It was only 8 minutes. That's the great thing about these pre-cooked filled pasta things. I'm going to reserve a little bit of the pasta water in case my sauce needs to be thinned out. And the reason you want to use the pasta water is because some of that pasta starch has gotten into the water, so that helps get it all to stick together. It just works better that way. So we're going to drain these off. And this little bit of sauce is not enough for that whole package. I'm going to save those tortellini to make a pasta salad with broccoli, water chestnuts, and carrots, and a nice little vinaigrette kind of thing. So I'm going to save that for later. I'll use that up. But in the meantime, we're going to take 1 serving's worth and we're going to put that into our sauce. Stir that around. I had turned the heat off on that because it was done cooking. I did taste it. I added a little bit of salt and pepper. Remember, always taste your food. because you still have a chance to fix it. I kind of wish I had used a little more mushroom. I only used 2 mushrooms. Should have used 3. But that's okay. You know, live and learn. So, yeah. So I'm going to add a little bit of this pasta water to get this to coat all the pasta, return it to its creamy goodness. A little more pasta water. There we go. Now we got something. Boy, I wish I had some parsley to garnish, but alas. So we're just going to drop that into our pasta bowl. Make sure we get all that creamy goodness on there. Look at that, perfect 1 portion. So here's what it looks like in the bowl. So you can see the flecks of mushroom, how the cream sauce has coated everything. So now the moment of truth where we give it a taste. Love it. So that little bit of goat cheese comes through and complements the ricotta and parmesan that was already in there. The mushrooms added a little more mushroom flavor to the mushrooms in the tortellini. Creamy goodness. Could have used a little more pepper, maybe some garlic, but hey, you do you. So another win, and you can see how quick that was. The pasta only took 8 minutes to cook, plus the time to get the water to boil. That cream sauce comes together in 3 to 5 minutes. So it's a quick meal. You can get it on, and it looks fancy. So that's it for today. A win on the mushroom tortellini in mushroom cream sauce. So I'll see you next time. Bye.